Let the spoon feeding stop. It's time for the news. Hi everyone, I'm Johnny Anonymous, and this is the ATS News, giving you the news you can trust from your favorite website, AboveTopSecret.com. You'll recall in the last episode of the ATS News that we mentioned that the White House had been on a roll of bashing Fox News and Fox returning the sentiment. Well, the game between these two just keeps getting weirder. Apparently, the Obama administration failed in its attempts to exclude Fox News from participating in an interview of an administration official, Kenneth Feinberg. The pay czar was made available to every member of the network pool except the Fox network. But the 5 TV network consulted with each other and decided that none of their reporters would interview Feinberg unless Fox News was included. According to the article, when asked about the advisors targeting the network openly, President Obama said, "I think that what our advisor simply said is that we are going to take media as it comes, and if media is operating basically as a talk radio format, then that's one thing. But if it's operating as a news outlet, then that's another. But it's not something I'm going to lose any sleep over." I'm sure many of you perhaps have heard conspiracy theorists, or perhaps some of your associates, use words like NAFTA or NAU. Well, according to an article recently released, a well-thought-out North American integration plan does indeed exist, says insider Thomas DeAquino, who is the CEO and president of the Canadian Council of Chief Executives, which is pretty much the Canadian equivalent to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Long deemed by many as little more than a fanciful conspiracy theory, this supposedly is an idea promoted by the Council on Foreign Relations and sold to President Bush and his administration as a means of increasing commerce and business interests throughout North America. According to DeAquino, President Obama wants to continue the North American integration under the renamed North American Leaders Summit, provided the North American Competitiveness Council can be recast to include more environmentalists and union leaders. And our top story, according to various news outlets, including the BBC, President Obama has signed a proclamation declaring H1N1, or the swine flu, a national emergency. Last week, U.S. officials said swine flu activity was widespread in 46 states. More than 1,000 U.S. deaths have been linked to the virus, and this declaration is similar to ones issued before hurricanes make landfall. In his proclamation, Mr. Obama said that the H1N1 continues to evolve and the potential exists for the pandemic to overburden healthcare resources in some localities. The government has admitted that there are delays in the delivery of vaccines, and the aim of this directive is to remove bureaucratic hurdles, allowing sick patients to receive treatment more quickly and giving healthcare providers more flexibility in providing it. Boy, I sure hope that doesn't mean I'm going to have to start wearing one of these. Does this go with my suit? In an unrelated story, one would think that the arrival in Germany of the first of 50 million doses of the swine flu vaccine on this last Monday would be cause for celebration. But with the news breaking over the weekend that top government officials in Berlin would be injected with an alternative vaccine, one widely seen as safer, a debate about an alleged two-class medical system has now erupted. Chancellor Angela Merkel, a number of her ministers and other government officials will be receiving a vaccine manufactured by the pharmaceutical company Baxter, and not the vaccine being released to the public by GlaxoSmithKline. Leading physicians also complained that the fact that politicians and top civil servants and ministries will be vaccinated with a vaccine other than what people will be taking sends out a terrible sign. Today, politicians should be taking what they recommend to the public. The current scandal has drowned out a second debate which has been raging in recent weeks in the United States and in Germany, whether such a massive vaccination program is necessary in the first place. When it comes to conspiracies, perhaps none are more exasperating than the ones that befell us due to the fateful events on September 11th, 2001. Amongst conspiracy theorists, there remains many unanswered questions when it comes to that fateful day. And though a number of thoughts and theories abound, it's hard to dismiss what many may call the top 20 unanswered questions. Here are just a few of those. What was the order that Dick Cheney gave while he knew that Flight 77 was approaching Washington, D.C.? Why was the Flight 93 crash site spread out over 8 miles? Why did witnesses report hearing military jets in the area of the Flight 93 crash? For what reason are Pentagon surveillance tapes showing the impact of Flight 77 still being withheld from us? Why couldn't Osama bin Laden seem to get his story straight about whether or not he had anything to do with 9/11? What allowed the World Trade Center No. 7 to accelerate vertically at the rate of freefall in a vacuum? What was the Israeli intelligence connection to 9/11, and why does that remain classified? Are you intrigued yet? I know I am. Be sure to check out this article here at AboveTopSecret.com for the other questions and the rest of the story. CNN News recently released a video and story of great magnitude to the joy of archaeologists and enthusiasts everywhere. In the dense jungles of Guatemala, a pyramid, the largest known to date, is giving up its secrets. Dr. Richard Hansen, the director of the Mirador Basin Project, gave CNN journalists an exclusive look at not only the large structure, but what also appears to be the first freeway system known. But the real surprise was a newly unearthed piece of artwork, the size of a football field, that could possibly rewrite the historical timeline of the Mayan civilization itself. Well, friends, if you yet haven't checked out the media portal here at AboveTopSecret.com, then you're really missing out on some great videos by our members and professionals alike. For example, the 6-part video entitled History Denied, UFO Secrets of the U.S. Government. Sergeant Clifford Stone has amassed one of the largest collections of legitimate government documents suggesting that not only that some of these UFOs might be extraterrestrial craft, but that our government has continuously lied to us about them. And here's something that you might not know. You can only view this video here at AboveTopSecret.com by simply clicking on the top left-hand button while on the home page. Well, friends, that's going to do it for all of us here at ATS News. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll come and check out our next one. Remember, if it's not at AboveTopSecret.com, then it probably doesn't matter. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. No, you think they got one in this color? Really?